We are going to look at how we can draw the graph of what? Fixed cost. So we are going to draw the graph of fixed cost. That is fixed cost against the quantity or unit. Fixed cost against what? The quantity or unit. It means that the quantity will be on the horizontal axis, which is the x-axis, while the fixed cost or the cost or will be on what? Vertical axis. Exactly now. I repeat, the quantity or the unit will be on the horizontal axis, which is the x-axis, while the cost or the fixed cost will be on what? The vertical or the y-axis. Exactly now. That's why I say the graph of what? Fixed cost against the quantity. Y against what? X. Number one thing you must do is that choose your appropriate unit. If you have seen your answer book, if a graph sheet is given to you, a page of that graph sheet, ensure that the scale you will choose will be large enough that it will cover at least more than half of that page. More than what? Half of that page. Many of you love to economize the page, and whereas you cannot do anything again after that graph on that page. Don't do so. The wider or the larger the graph, the more mark you obtain, and the clearer the graph. Exactly now. Your graph must not be concise, but let it be precise. Exactly now. Must not be small, but let it be clear. I think I saw a graph. Which one? You have not drawn your graph. I think I saw one graph here just now. Open to it.
This.
Look at what I'm saying. Look at one graph. Look at the second one on one page. What happens if you draw one graph on this page? Waste of what? That's why I say don't be economical with the page. An examiner will not be happy when trying to prick his eyes to see what you have drawn on this page. Do you know some of them may have eye problem? Are you aware of that eyes problem? Isn't it? They may not. They have to. And once they cannot see clear, imagine the person with a problem of the eyes and is still a drunkard, marking your paper. You will just, and the more paper you mark, the more money you get. It takes the grace of God for somebody who is a genuine born again to look at it critically to award you your real mark. Exactly now. Once you write a confusing something and he or she does not understand, let's move to the next. How many of you discover that the more students fail exam, the faster you mark? The more they fail, the faster you look at it. And when somebody passed number one, you read number two. You now correct the spelling. But if I know you are a failure, I bring my phone for me. Cancellation on the graph sheet is not acceptable. Whatever you are doing on the graph sheet should be accurate. Look at. Who told you that when you are drawing the graph, you have eraser by your side? Who told you that? Eraser. Who told you? Once it's dented, I'll mark you wrong. You are trying to clean it, the line will be affected, true of us. That's why you are supposed to be with transparent meter rule.
Ruler.
Okay, your ruler must be showing. As you place it on the book, you should be able to see through to the book. That's why I call it transparent what? Meter rule. Not the wooden one. Some of you buy fashionable meter rule. Who told you that? Our student can buy that. But for science student, why you buy fashion? Fashion for who? For who? Is this particular meter rule I'm seeing now, you can bend it.
Yes. Yes.
This is for those, for tailors, fashion designers. Is my line straight?
No.
Yeah, it's not serious. You are telling an old man that the hand is not straight. Can you say that?
I have any
84 years.
Zigzag.
84 years is not old. Your graph must have zero origin. Don't forget this. My marking, if I'm marking exam, I start from here. Whatever you do that is correct. Once the origin is not there, I don't know where I'm reading the graph from. Once this origin, zero origin is all sucks, it's not here. Whatever you do on the graph, I will not give you any mark. If the origin carry, see, we mark the graph by elimination. I will cycle the graph, then write 10 marks. If it's carrying 10 marks, I'll write it on top of it. Whichever error you make, each error should carry half of a mark. I'll be marking the error out. If I add the errors together and it's up to 10, it means you have nothing. Do you understand it now? But whichever question you are solving and it has graph carry more marks. And that's why you see science students, once they do their practical and they do their graph, before you know they're having distinction. Here is the quantity. Here is what? The cost. Now, if you look at your cost there, we are solving for fixed cost, isn't it? What is the highest number and the lowest number? No. True or false? Check your fixed cost now. You have the table with you there. Does it have the highest and the lowest?
No. It's just one.
So I can still choose a scale because I'm marked from the scale. Let's say on the, this is Y, this is what? X. On the X axis, let's say 5 cm to do you know why I did that? Check your fixed cost. What's your fixed cost?
140.
So should I need to start calculating upward from smaller unit to the highest? No. Your fixed cost is uniform. So I don't need to waste time 5 cm to 2 units, no, before I count up to 140, no. Since it's uniform and it's just one, so I can make it straight like that. Exactly now. I can as well say let it be 10 centimeter towards 140 units. So if I measure on my meter rule 10 centimeter, I will have 140. Exactly now. That is 140 units to represent what? 10 centimeter. Exactly now. I can only do this for only fixed cost. On the variable cost, the scale need to what? Change. Then what about the y-axis? What is the highest? The highest is what? 4, isn't it? And it's in consistent order of arrangement, true or false? 0, 1, 2, 3 down to what? 4. So I can say cut, let's say 2 centimeter to what? 1 unit. 1 unit. So I can have it now. I measure from here 10 centimeter. Carry your meter rule as you do that. It become what? 140 unit. I will measure 10 centimeter from 0 from 0 to 10 centimeter, I'll put what? 140 unit. I think I have that scale there on the y-axis. Sorry. Sorry about that. Are you clear on it now? Many of you saw the challenges on the board, did not correct me, right? You are still imagining it, isn't it? The old man is old age is affecting. But you are still very young with young blood, with clear eyes and sharp brain. Not everybody?
Having clear eye.
Example of those without clear eyes. I hope we don't have escape albinos here. What that means is that I measure from here to here 2 centimeter. From here to here is what? 2 centimeter. So 2 centimeter to provide what? 1 unit. Is that clear now? So let's go. So under the fixed cost, when it was 0, what is the fixed cost? So that is, this is 0 origin, isn't it? I'll trace the line up. When it is 1 unit, it's still 140 here, isn't it? So I'll trace the line up. Is the line straight?
No.
It's not auto. Is it okay now? Is it okay now? Okay. When it was 2 units, it's still the same thing. 3 units. Are you short? Now, provision or criticism, a coverage where you can cover yourself. The mark X there, the asterisk there, can be covered with 0.2 meter, 0.02 meter, a cycle that is not more than that. Is that clear now? That no matter what happened, your line will pass through, the curve will pass through what? The cycle. Is that clear now? Provide yourself a coverage. This is. Do you have it now? Ordinarily, this line that is marked up here is not supposed to be shown. Is that clear now? I'm only providing that because I'm teaching you. Just to place my meter rule to that side and mark. Is that clear now? This is fixed cost because it's constant. It does not change with the change in what output. Those costs are made before production is taking place, and that's why we can call fixed costs overhead costs. They are readily available and you cannot avoid them. You must build them together like land, building, and other things. Those fixed costs must be provided before any meaningful production can take. If you are building a school, want to establish a school, you need a land, you need a building, true or false? Well-equipped laboratory, isn't it? Yes. Introductory technology workshop and other things must be provided. Those ones, you cannot avoid them. And that's why you can also call fixed costs as what? Unavoidable costs. Is that clear now? Just like you must marry, you must ready, you must provide what? Bride price. There is no shortcut to it. Is that shortcut to bride price?
Yes.
Witness, is there any shortcut to bride price? Abuja marriage. She said Abuja marriage. You believe? Have you copied this?
No.
Let me go to the next one, please. Variable cost. So I told you last week that if you come this week, you must show me your pencil. You show me your transparent meter rule, not firewood. Give me this. Let me have it. That is firewood, not pencil. This Obasanjo's height, it's not meter rule. Let me have it. Let me have it. I didn't say transparent, I said long transparent meter rule. You see this? You draw a line, you shift it. How many of you are science students here? A discontinuous line, is it a straight line?
No, it's not a straight line.
And the examiner will mark you wrong if I am marking. Look at what you do in that line.
Why, sir? Why?
No way.
If you draw a line like this and you shift it, it's not a straight line.
Sir, your hand is straight. Old man.
You talk like this. Can I clean this place now?
No.
Finish up fast. We don't have much time. Let me go to the variable cost. Oh, I can even draw it here.
Yes.
Right here. Yes. Let me see the table. Another thing you must not do. I've just seen it in her own. Look at the line. You don't draw line like this and begin to do like this.
Okay.
Examiner will mark you wrong. Let it be once. Don't trace it down and trace it up. Trace it down. Let the line be drawn once. You don't shine it. Show me your table, babe. Variable cost. 180. $40. Please, I'm changing the scale now. We are going to variable cost now. Can you now check the scale for variable cost? The scale has changed for variable cost 2 centimeter to 50 units. Now check the column, check your table now, go to your table. Check the column of your variable cost. We have 70, 110. So if, assuming this board now is the size of my graph sheet, I'm choosing it because of the size of the board so that you can enter exactly now. So if I measure 2 centimeters here, it will give me 50. Another 2 centimeters will give me what? 100 or 100?
100.
Another 2 centimeters will give me what?
180.
Another 2 centimeters.
200.
Another one.
250.
Another one.
300.
Do we have 300 there? The next one, the one I'm doing now, is for variable cost. I am superimposing it. To superimpose means get a graph and draw it on the other or the first graph. 2 in 1. Exactly now.
Yes.
You are superimposing. Just like you have married a wife,
Yes, sir.
and your parents say they don't like that one. They bring another one for you with hairstyle like this. And they say this one is hardworking. She can pack water. She can fetch firewood. As if you are taking her to town to go and do merua. You know, those village girls can cook swallow. But this, our generation town girls, new generation. Noodles. Let me check before I think that person is not here. I met her yesterday night from window shopping, and I'm not what you are thinking. I only went out to buy small suya
For her.
for me,
Okay.
and I met her and her friends. They went for window shopping,
Okay.
and in the course of this, she said, and the person I grew up with did not teach me how to make swallow, so I only know how to make rice. She called all those other food that I don't want to know.
Noodles, spaghetti.
And at the end, she landed it. She concluded with what? Noodles. It's okay. All right, check the graph. Please check your table now. Let's go to your table for the second one. You are using pen. You are from which community? Okay, under the variable cost, when there was no production, there was no variable cost. So it is 0 to you, 0. So at the first unit, what is the variable cost?
Zero.
No.
Okay. 70.
The first unit here, 70. So where do we have 70? I think somewhere here, isn't it? Is it here? Like this?
No. Go up. Yeah.
Okay, at the second unit, 110. I think the 110 is somewhere here, isn't it?
Yeah. Alright. 180.
180 should be where? Here.
Yes.
Yes, 4 units.
180.
Is it 180? 280 should be somewhere here, right? Here. Are you sure? It's not line, it is called curve. This curve is what? Variable cost. So this line I told you before, we don't expect to have it. It's not what? The curve is not expected to go straight to madam. So we have fixed cost and variable cost on one graph, isn't it? Copy that one.
I'll buy a graph and plot it.
You do it now. That's why a lazy student will say, do it on a sheet of paper. Let me know that you can do it.
Maybe it's not graph.
Just choose a scale. This one is not on the graph sheet. Choose a scale and do it. This is funny. Let me have it and show to the class. The camera should pick it. Let me have it. I know some person are just sitting. Some carry their pencil pretending to be copying. I'm going to get a book now and write your name down. If you are not writing, you are not going to attend my next class. Except You have another economics master, different from me. Dynamite, are you copying? I know your pen have been there. You are not writing. Do they pretend? You people pretend they're like that too? If you are not with pencil, put up your hand. If you are not with pencil. But I announced this last Friday. Use pen. I want you to use pen to draw it now. I want to see it. Use pen to do it now because be conscious of time. We are closing by 12, so be conscious of time. There are people here who will still go to the mosque to go and pray for us.
Yes.
And those that are not Muslim and they want to go to mosque, they want to marry a Muslim guy. Eh? If you do what? But you're a Christian. From which state? Which part of Benin? Onion TV. You are denying your language. I know you are not from Benue.
I'm not from
No. If you are from there, you should understand your language. Now, I love Yoruba people, even though they are in London. Their children must hear their language to the core. I love them because of that language. You must, even though their father is a professor of English language, you must. In their house, they don't. You must speak that language in the house. The Hausa own, they will understand your language, but they will pretend not to know it. I will tell you, they don't understand your language. Even Igbo too. They hear your language, you will never see them speak it. She brought a lunch box. No. I don't want to dirty the board. Oga, can I have the handset, please? You want to force me to speak outside now? Let me have the handset.
I don't clean it.
I don't want to speak, even though if I hear it, I don't speak it. And that's it. I've given it. Stand up, let her see you. I've given your handset to somebody. You buy her snacks and claim it. This what?
What is the password?
Call the password. When were you born? When were you born? 2018? I am serious. If you don't copy the graph and paste, you will not attend my next class. You are true?
I make mistake.
You better correct it now.
Sir, we are ruler.
It's looking like a roof.
I give her.
I'm about to clean the board now because the time, we are against the time. I hope we can extend it beyond 12, isn't it? Can I extend it beyond 12? Show me your table. Let me have that your table. Anybody stay here? We can't just stay here until the time finish now. I should wipe. How many of you support me wiping it? Please copy the graph from others. Is that clear now? Then hurry up, please. Hurry up. If you had started on time with us, you should have finished by now. You were waiting, pretending to be writing while you were not writing. I think the coordinator will do well to check your note, because maybe it's busy now. Because last year, I think every week, you do check the student note during general courses, you submit, you will go through them, give it to you the next day. And if you're not up to date, they will call your parent and brief your parent. I believe you submitted your parent phone number.
No.
Eh?
No.
You say, hello, my son. Do you know what is the time now? Many of you want just to finish this time here. No, now. You are not writing. How many of you are still writing? Wave your hand. Anointing, you are not even with book. Sorry, please.
This one I've got MC and MC.
Check under the total cost. What is the highest number there?
424 and the lower is 120. Is that for one page? Is that for one?
The lowest is what?
No.
Please go to the column of total cost, everybody. Zero unit, was there any total cost? It's 140. So 140 is below 150, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Because it's under zero. So when it is 1 unit, 200 and what? This is 200. So 210 should be somewhere here, isn't it? When it is 2 units,
250.
is it 210? We have 320. 320 should be somewhere here. Four unit. 420 is here, right? Like I said, I let this line be because I'm using a free hand. Also use your meter rule to join it. Will you copy this faster? Can we draw the other one?
Is it on the same graph?
Let me check the. Give me your note. Let me see the AC. The scale will change, so we can't draw it on it. Because we have AC that is less than 150.
So we
Make a new graph.
Are we to draw this graph? That other one, like inside the other one?
We are supposed to draw AC and superimpose it. But if you look at the AC, we have ACs, quantities of AC that are less than 150. Do you understand it now? It would have been possible if we have drawn the graph of AC before total cost.
Okay. Because AC figures are
Less than. So if you draw the AC figures, you can superimpose the total cost. But if you draw the total cost, you cannot superimpose what? The AC. Is that clear now? Those who are looking into the table understand what I'm talking about. But those who are just sitting there to make up the number and to finish the time. Because when the children of Israel left Egypt, the Bible recorded that they left with mixed multitudes. That means there are people that are not Israelite, they follow them. Some people are here to escort others. So they are not, as I'm talking, they don't have the table. And what I'm speaking is like jargons, spiritual jargons to them. Apo yes or apo no? Finished? Not many of you. People that are not writing are the ones saying no. You are not writing. What about your TC?
My visa is not.
It's not ruler.
Is meter ruler.
Take.
I'm using.
Open your hand. You are not drawing anything.
It's still the same thing.
Let me see the TC.
How do you see the line? Like I use my pen. Stop. You will not impose it again. You're not feeling it.
The ACs are less than, and the scale I've chosen make it impossible for AC to enter.
I clean it and do it again.
What's the last figure in AC there? The least figure.
105. 105.
You can stay. Can we have 50, 100? Let's superimpose. Let's go to that of AC now. Please, at 0 unit, what do we have in AC?
Nothing.
Eh?
Nothing. 0. It's 0 dash. Nothing.
What about at the first unit? AC is what? 210. 210. Let me see the table you are calling 210 for me. Are you short? 210. I think we had 210 somewhere. Is it first unit, right? The first unit is what? 210. What about the second unit? 125. Should be somewhere here, isn't it? The second unit?
250. 106.7. 106.7.
That is 107 approximately. We can have it here. What do we have? The fourth unit?
105.
105. Let's put it at this 100 here. So this time around, I saw some of your AC graph going up. AC graph is going down. From here, here. Because as total cost increases, AC what? Decreases. I've already superimposed by increasing this, by lessening the scale from 50, because I said 2 cm to 50 units. So I can still add from 50 to that side.
But like, if the graph is big enough, can you just do all of them inside?
But let it not be dirty. Let it be as neat as possible. What we take care of the graph mostly is that the graph must be neat. That's why we talk about the wideness of the graph. Okay, you are praying here? No, since it's time for prayer. I think we should be having fellowship here with us. No. Why are you not negotiating for being a prayer warrior here? Why are you not negotiating to be a preacher here? The type that will face the wall and say, well, we can have somebody like that. And those that pray very radical can be hitting the wall. I believe we still have 30 minutes more.
Yes, sir. An hour, sir.
I don't even care what.
I believe with the scale we have chosen, you can use your idea to complete the rest, isn't it? So next time we don't start with the graph again, we'll start with a new thing. True of us. Okay. A round of applause for yourself. Now it's nothing some of you participate. Write, you won't write. Answer question, you won't answer. So clap for yourself to celebrate yourself. So what do we do? If there is anybody close to you that is not clapping, conk the person. Well, let's go. Clap for yourself.